the HOD of the
Please start, sir, please. Please start, sir, please.
Okay. There was a technical problem. Hello? Yeah, I guess you can hear me now. There was a slight technical problem. I'm Dunbok Langren Tatian, the HOD of the Department of English, Seng College. I'm very delighted and glad to be the host of today's webinar. Uh, Today's webinar is on financial empowerment through wealth creation. But before we go further into this program, I would gladly request our dear principal to kindly give the welcome address. Sir?
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Sir, please unmute your idea option, sir. Please, sir.
Is this audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
you. Once again, thank you, Sir Dhiren Tatian, the host of today's national webinar. And good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the national webinar organized by the Department of Economics, Seng College, in collaboration with the Association of Mutual Fund in India, on the topic financial empowerment through wealth creation. At the very outset, I would like to welcome our keynote speaker for today's webinar, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, who is the Senior Consultant AMFI and former DGM of the Security and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. Sir, it is a privilege and an honor to have you here at this webinar. I hope that your inputs, advices, and suggestions at today's webinar will be useful, informative, and also will benefit all the participants. I also welcome Mr. Sabsar Ahmed, the coordinator of AMFI, who I can say is the man behind this webinar. For the last 10 days, we have been in regular contact with Sir Sabsar Ahmed relating to the process for this webinar. His guidance, his advices have really helped us in conducting this webinar. I take this opportunity also to welcome our respected teaching and non-teaching staff, and also welcome the faculty and students from other institutions, as well as the individuals who participate in this institution. I take the opportunity also to welcome Smithy D. L. Lingdo, the convener of this webinar, and also the HOD of economics departments of our college. Sir R. Maulong, the co-convener, and all the faculty of the economics department, Seng College. I also welcome the students from our institution, which include the present as well as the former student of our college. The Association of Mutual Funds in India was incorporated on August 22nd, 1995 as a non-profit organization. It is responsible for regulating the mutual fund industry, promoting investor education, and to ensure that the market function smoothly. The Mutual Funds Sahi Hai campaign, initiated by the MMFI in 2017, is one of the key efforts of the AMFI to spread awareness about mutual funds. The campaign, with its simple but with clear messaging through advertisement, has helped to dispel the myths associated with mutual funds. We are all, I can say, most of the citizens of the country are academically literate. But at the same time, we need to be sensitized to become financially literate. Therefore, citizens should be equipped with adequate information relating to their financial decisions. Thus, in today's national webinar, Mr. Suryakant Sharma, our keynote speaker, will give a detailed explanation about the various types of financial decisions that we should make so that not only our present is good, but our future will also be secured. In other words, we should make positive financial decisions so that we are financially secured in the present as well as in the future. With these words, I once again welcome all the participants to this national webinar. I also request the participants to participate actively in the interactive session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for the welcome address. We're going to have this program in two sessions. The first session will be handled by a resource person, Mr. Suryakant Kumar, and the interactive session, we should make sure that it's going to be around 10 to 15 minutes so that the students and the other participants can pose questions to our resource person. Mr. Suryakant Kumar is a senior consultant of the Association of Mutual Funds India. He's also the former DGM of SEBI. He has 35 years of experience in banking and finance. As a member of the NCERT working group for developing vocational course on mutual funds, Sri Suryakant Kumar has been instrumental in sensitizing students on mutual funds. He is also a recipient of the Excellence Award from leading trade bodies for promoting mutual funds in India. He has interacted with lakhs of investors through more than 1,000 investor awareness programs like this particular webinar of ours. Sir, I now gladly invite you to share your inputs in today's webinar. Sir Suryakant Kumar, the time is yours.
Thank you very much. Good morning to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Very good morning to all of you. Respected principal of the college, all faculty members, respected coordinator of this program from college side, all your faculty members, staff members, students and other participants. I welcome you all on this national webinar on financial empowerment through wealth creation. But before I start my session, 2-3 things I wish to make clear before all of you. The first and foremost is that this program is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, Amfi, which is an apex body of mutual fund and is being done under the mandate of Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, which is the regulator of securities market in India. But my dear participants, this is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual funds. It's purely an investor awareness program, and the intention is to sensitize and encourage all participants, including students, to be an investor. That is the need of the hour. You all know that we have been savers, and we should be proud of it, that India is still one of the best savers in the world. Every family, may they be earning 10,000 or may they be earning 10 lakhs, they try to save as much as they can because they know that for future, they will need huge money for their milestones, bigger things in their life, like marriage, like purchase of house, like purchase of vehicle, like going on vacations, like higher education and professional education of your children, and then marriage of the children, and last but not the least, for leading a comfortable retired life. So for all these things, we will need money, rather huge money in our life. Choice is yours. If you want to live in poverty, if you want to live in hardships, that is your choice. But other choice, other selection is also there before you. That is, you should save and invest so that your life is comfortable, so that you can give best life to your family members, so that you can give best education to your kids, so that you can lead a comfortable retired life. So I again emphasize here, choice and selection is yours. It is up to you to take a call. If you don't take a call, okay, let it be. You will be in hardship. You will all be in dire need of money which you might not have when you need the money. Either you borrow, and borrowing itself is a very costly affair, we all know. So please understand the importance of saving and investment in our life. So, but before coming to the basics, first thing, two words I will take out of the subject which the coordinator has given today, that is financial empowerment and wealth creation. The first word is financial empowerment. What is financial empowerment? To me, financial empowerment is not becoming a big industrialist like Mukesh Ambani or Adani or some big businessman. like Tata, Birlas. No, that is not my definition of financial empowerment. My dear participants, my definition of financial empowerment is very specific and limited. That is, I should have money when I need the money. This is my financial empowerment. I, I should have money when I need the money. This is our financial empowerment. And what is wealth creation? Wealth creation simply means by saving, you are investing somewhere. And by investing, you are purchasing or acquiring some assets, maybe financial, maybe non-financial. And value of those assets will keep increasing in the future. Additionally, they will also give you return in between. That is wealth creation. So why we create wealth? That we will discuss today. How we can create wealth? That we will discuss today. For the first step, I have just told you, please start saving right from the first month when you start earning. To your faculty members who are already earners and those who are participants who are already earners, I will request them, gone is gone. Today is 18th June 2024. From today onwards, you should be very particular and religious about saving. And the students also, I want to tell them, please start saving right from the first month when you start earning. The second thing about saving is, be regular in saving. Every month you have to save something. May not be 1 lakh rupees, may not be 50,000 rupees, even 500 rupees, even 100 rupees, even 1,000 rupees, whatever you could afford to save according to your income and your family circumstances, but you must save. So the first thing is, you start saving right from the first month when you start saving. Second thing about saving is, be religiously regular in saving. Every month you have to save something. Of course, the saving amount might keep changing from month to month because of change in our circumstances. But what is more important here is that you must save something every month. And third and last but not the least, an important thing about saving is, please keep increasing your saving with the increase in income. And coordinator, sir, you will appreciate that you are a faculty member here. Every year you must be getting some increment, some DNS allowance, or your income keep increasing every year. Students, once they start earning, definitely they will also keep increasing their income every year. So with the increase in income, we must increase our savings. This is most important thing. To increase the income, we must save. Every year we should increase our income. And a thumb rule is there, if it is possible for you, please keep increasing your saving every year minimum by 10%. So suppose this year you are saving 10,000 rupees a month. Next year it should be 11,000 rupees a month, and make it even 1,000 rupees. Suppose you are saving 1,000 rupees month today. Next year it should be 1,100 rupees, and third year it should be 1,100 rupees plus 10% of 1,100 rupees. That is 1,210 rupees. So every year you should keep increasing your savings also. These three things about saving are the most important thing in your life. Please consider these things very seriously in your life. The second step, what to do with the savings which we are making, and students will definitely ask me, sir, what to do with the savings which we will make in future when we will start earning. There are two options with you. One option is just to keep the money of saved at your home in a box. You are saving, but you are keeping the money of saving at home box in a box. That is a blunder. I want to tell all of you, please don't keep your savings at home. An emergency amount of 10, 15, 20,000 is okay. That every family must keep. But beyond that, you must not keep any amount of your saved, which you have saved at home. Then naturally you will ask me what to do with that amount. There is an option available for all of you. That is, deploy or put your savings into one or other products. Deploy your savings into one or other products, and the process of deploying your savings into one or other product, my dear friends, it is called investment. So saving is the first step, investment is the second step. You can't get wealth creation through without investment, but then you can't make investment without saving. That is why it is a chain, it is a culmination of your efforts from saving to investment to wealth creation. So please save and then invest it. And while investing, you must keep in mind some few things. These are called investment metrics. And what is that? In investment, risk is there in most of the investment, except some governmental small saving schemes being sponsored and started by Government of India. There are no risk at all. But in those schemes, you will not be getting high returns. So if you wish to aspire for high return on your investment, please understand in other products, risk is there. So as a rule, you must understand and appreciate that in investment, risk is there. More so when you want to create wealth, more so when you want to get higher return on your investments. That is why it is very important that you should understand the concept of risk in investment. And what is risk? Risk is nothing. A fear that I might lose my money. A fear that I may not get the good return on my investment. A fear that I may not extraordinary return on my investment. So this is all risk, and that is a part of investment game. So please accept first that in investment, risk is there. And once you accept that risk is there, then naturally one question will come your mind. And that will be, how I can minimize my risk, how I can manage my risk. Everybody would like to minimize their risk in investment. Everybody would like to manage their risk in investment. And yes, you can. Like in life, we have got risk element. Everywhere risk is there. But you manage the risk by taking all the proactive steps in your life. When you drive, what do? You put the belt. You drive very cautiously. You drive with a normal speed. You see front mirror and rear mirror while driving. All these precautions you take. Likewise, in investment also risk is there, but risk can be managed by taking a lot of precautions, lot of proactive steps, and that we should take. So in investment, risk is there, but risk can be managed, risk can be minimized. How? Just a two-word formula I am sharing with all of you, and that is think, understand, and invest. I have used only two words. The first word is think. What you have to think? You have to think two things about yourself while analyzing your risk. The first and foremost thing is how much risk I can take. What is my risk-taking capacity? What is my risk appetite? All these one and the same thing I have said. So risk is there, but risk can be managed. And how? The first thing, you must think before taking any investment decision, what is your risk appetite? And risk appetite simply means if I suffer losses, I can still manage my life as usual. That is my risk appetite. But please understand that risk appetite of every individual is different. Coordinator, sir, risk appetite is different. Principal, sir, risk appetite is different. Other participant risk, those who are already earners, is different. Why? Because of two reasons. The first and foremost reason is our income is different. Somebody is getting 40,000, somebody is getting 80,000. Somebody is getting 50,000, somebody is getting 1 lakh rupees or more than that. So our income is different. And secondly, and equally important thing is, our family structure, family obligations are also different. Some might have unique family, singular. Some might have husband and wife only. Some might have their parents living with them. Some might have even their sisters and brothers are living with them. So every individual has got different risk appetite. So please understand, you should take your investment decision strictly as per your risk appetite. And one more thing I want to add here is that your risk appetite is not a constant factor in your life. It will not remain constant or stagnant in your life or throughout your life. No, it will keep changing. So when you are young, I will encourage you to take more risk. When you cross 50, you should learn little bit cautious about taking any high risk. When you cross 50, you should now be much more cautious about taking any risk in investment. And when you cross 60, your risk-taking capacity has literally become zero. Your focus at the age of 55 and above should be not for getting high return, but for protecting the money which you have saved and invested over a period of time. So those who are young, I wish to encourage them, please take high risk. And there might be mistakes even. We are all humans. We all have made mistakes and we will definitely keep making mistakes. Making mistakes is a part of our life, part of our journey. But then youngsters will have time to rectify that mistake. If they are in 20s, if they are in 30s, they are in even 40s. They have time to rectify the mistake and carry it on. But that luxury I don't have now. That luxury people don't have who is of my age, who have already crossed 60. That is why your risk appetite is more when you are young. Your risk appetite start diminishing when you grow in your age in life, and your risk appetite become literally zero after 60. So youngsters, I will encourage to take risk. Second thing is why we save, why we invest, what is the need? Why I should not enjoy my money today? Why I should look for tomorrow? Why I should look for 20 years, 30 years? What is the need of all these things? Somebody said it nonsense. Let me enjoy with the money I have today. No, that is not a wise thinking, my dear friends. Because in life, you will be needing huge money for your milestones in your life. I pinpoint you. Please understand what I am saying. You will be needing huge money in your life. And that huge money, quantum of money might not come through your income or salary only. Your salary will sometimes grossly inadequate to take care of your milestones in your life. That is why we should save, and that is why we should invest or save money. That is why the importance of saving and investment. And how we can achieve that I should have money when I need the money in my life for my milestones. How it can be? Yes, my dear friends, you can have. And that is through making your financial plan. You have to make your financial plan. I will request all faculty members, whatever age might be, but it's still age is a lot of age is to go on. So what I want to tell all of you, please make your financial plan, and it is not a rocket science. It is not a difficult thing. You need not to have a CA degree or CFA degree for that, for making your financial plan. No. Every educated person can have their financial plan, and I am emphasizing here, you must have your financial plan. How we can make it? Just sit with your family, discuss with the family what you will be doing in your life as far as major things or milestones are concerned. Take a paper, make 3 columns in the paper. In the first column, jot down what are the milestones in your life for which you will be needing money, or good money rather. Right from marriage to retirement life. Lot of milestones will be coming in between. Purchase of house, purchase of vehicle, upgradation of house even, and then going on vacation with the family, then higher education and professional education of children. And all these things, everybody, normal middle class, salary class person, these are the common milestones in our life, for which we will be needing huge money. That is why I want to tell all of you, please understand that in life, you can make your financial plan. So in the first column, jot down all the milestones of your life. In the second column, against each milestone, now start putting the period when they are likely to come in your life. Suppose somebody say that he likely to be married after 2 years. So against marriage, in the second column, he should put 2 years. Likewise, 2 years, you have to you are thinking of purchasing a house after 5 years. You're thinking of purchasing a vehicle after 8 years. You are going on vacation with the family after 8 years. Then your higher education of your kids will come after 25 years. Then marriage of your children after they complete their education, that is between 28 to 30 years, and then for your retirement life. So start putting the period, and again it is an estimate only. Of course, I appreciate it will not be possible precise to make precise estimate, but please make a reasonable estimate when these milestones are likely to happen in your life. Now the third most important thing is, now start putting the money against each milestone which you will need. Suppose somebody says that he will need 5 lakhs rupees for marriage after 2 years. Against marriage, in the third column, put it 5 lakhs. But one thing I want to tell my dear friends, it will not be 5 lakhs. Because of inflation, prices of items, everything will keep increasing. So you are thinking then your marriage expenses will be 5 lakhs today. But when you will go for actual marriage after 2 years, it might be even 5.50 lakhs or 5.70 lakhs because of inflation. So please always factor in inflation while calculating your requirement of money in your life. Two very important things I want to mention here. The first and most important thing is higher education and professional education of children. And my dear participants, you will appreciate that every Indian parents wish that their kids should do better than them. Wish that their kids could attain higher heights which they could not. That is why it is very important that it is very, very important that you give an estimate. Suppose, I just tell you, and you will all appreciate that today, a good MBA degree from a reputed management institute in India will cost us not less than 20 lakhs, including everything for 2-year regular courses. But my dear friends, you will appreciate that the same degree of MBA will cost after 25 years not less than 2 crore rupees. When your children will go for higher education. Please understand what I am saying. Cost of MBA degree will keep increasing every year. So suppose today it is 20 lakhs, but when your children, if you are young of around 30 today, when your children will go for higher education after 25 years, the same degree will cost you not less than 2 crore rupees. And perchance you have got two kids, then it will be not less than 4 crores. That is why I want to tell you, it is very important that we should understand the factor of inflation. One more thing, one more factor I want to give you. Suppose one participant is at the age of 30 today, and he says that he is managing his monthly expenses with 30,000. Normal middle class family. He is managing his monthly expenses at 30,000 today. But my dear friend, after 30 years when he is going to retire, he might have not even think of it, but he should. At the time of retirement, his monthly expenses will shot up from 30,000 to 2 lakhs rupees after 30 years because of inflation. Please mind it. That is why it is said, and rightly said, that inflation is giant killer of your return on investment. That is why you have to earn more and more return on your investment. Reasonable return will not do, because majority of your return will be eaten by the inflation always. That is why the need for going for taking risk. That is why is for the need for going for higher return. And the chart which we have just prepared, first column, second column, and third column, it is called financial plan. And I again repeat, it is a damn easy thing. Every person can make. Every person can make. His financial plan, and you should also make it. As early it will be better thing. Don't defer it. And for students also, I want to tell them, make your financial plan in the first year when you start earning. In the first year itself, you should have it. And what is the purpose of making financial plan? Anybody can ask me, yes, why we should make financial plan? There is an immense benefit of having your financial plan, because once you have your financial plan, a very clear picture is before you. At what time, what money you will need, and for what purpose. So that will give you a purpose to save and invest. It is also give you directional approach for saving, more saving and investment. That is why financial financial planning is very, very important. And I again repeat, a most ordinary educated person can even make his or her financial plan. So please make your financial plan as early as you can. And for the students, I will tell them, please make your financial plan in the first year of your employment itself. Now, the one most important thing in investment, and it is also termed and called as eighth wonder of the world. And it is indeed a wonder in investment as well. And that is called power of compounding. My dear friends, power of compounding is eighth wonder of the world. It is eighth wonder of the world. And what is power of compounding in investment? Very simple thing. You have to make a promise with yourself, not with others, with yourself only. And what is that promise? Very simple promise, but very difficult promise to make it. Or very simple promise to make it, but very simple promise to execute it. And what is promise? I will never use the return which I will be getting on my investment or consume that return. Once you save and once you invest, you will definitely get return. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but down the line, after 1 year, 2 years, you will start getting return on your investments. Provided where you have invested. Quantum of return will definitely depend on the category of investment you have selected. But you will start getting return. So you have to make a promise with yourself that whenever I get return on my investment, return might be 500 rupees, return might be 5,000 rupees, and return on investment might be 50,000 or 5 lakhs. Quantum of return is not relevant here or not significant here. What is relevant here is that whatever return you earn on your investment will never be consumed, will never be used. Or rather, on the contrary, what you will do, you will simply keep deploying your return in replying return for another term. So you will not retain return, you will not consume return, you will not use the return, you will simply keep reinvesting that return, and not in one go, not at one time, every time next 15, 20 years. Every time for next 15, 20 years. And if you do, rather I will say there is no option, you have to do it. And if you do, you can't even dream how much money, huge money you will have in your hands after 15, 20 years. That is why the importance of power of compounding, and please religiously follow power of compounding. Why I told you that it is difficult thing to execute? Because suppose you have promised with yourself that whenever I will get return, I will reinvest it, I will not consume it, I will not use it. Suppose after 5 years, you get a return of 5 lakhs rupees on a good investment. You have promised that it will be reinvested. So you are going to reinvest it for another term. But your whole family will be behind you. Or let it be, you have got handsome return of 5 lakh rupees on investment. Let us enjoy, let us go to Switzerland by this return amount. Families, naturally, their aspirations are different. But you should stick to your promise, what you have made to yourself. I will never use my return for my personal consumption. I will keep reinvesting it. So you have to reinvest 5 lakhs rupees, you get it. And not only, I again repeat, not once, but every time. Next 15, 20 years. And if you do, you will have a huge money in your hands after 15, 20 years. That is why the importance of power of compounding in our investments. So these are the basic things I wanted to share with you. I don't know whether coordinator sir or principal sir might think, sir, what ordinary things you are talking to us. We all know. You might be knowing, sir. But it was my duty to synchronize and to make it in a crystal form. The importance of saving and importance of investment, then risk management, then financial planning, and then power of compounding. Because these are the basics of for your investment success. Now, lastly, we will discuss where we can invest. Because it is equally important, we should know what are the products available in the market where we can invest. But before starting that, one thing I want to tell you. Every investment product is good. Nothing is bad. Only thing is what you expect your investment to give you. That is more important. If you are satisfied with a reasonable return, okay. Other products are there where there are no risk. If you want to little bit higher risk on your products are available in the market, but some risk is attached to it. If you want to very high return on your investment, again, products are available in the market, but the risk is very high. So again, you have to take a call. And a wise way is to spread your investment in different categories. That is technically called diversification of assets. You should try that some of your money, of your savings go into the product which has got no risk at all. That is governmental scheme. But some of your money should go into some product which has got some risk. And again, some money should also go into the products which have got very high risk. But then there is a potentiality of high return. So you should diversify your asset. You should not put your all eggs in one basket. It is technically called. You should spread, you should have different basket for different eggs. So the first category where you can invest is governmental small saving scheme. Government has got lot of schemes, and coordinator sir, if you have not opened the account in this scheme, which I am just going to mention, you have missed something. I will tell all faculty members, all staff members, and all earners who are the participant today. Please open an account in the Public Provident Fund account, PPF. PPF is a very good scheme of the Government of India. Very good scheme of the Government of India. Public Provident Fund account. This account can be opened in any of the major branches of the banks and post offices. And if you are using net banking, you can open the PPF account through net banking itself. You need not go to visit a bank branch or post office. PPF account has got tenure of 15 years. It will run for next 15 years. And you have to deposit every year minimum 1,000 rupees to keep the account going. But that is not going to serve the purpose. The upper limit of depositing amount in PPF is 1.50 lakhs every year. This is the maximum amount you can invest in PPF account, not more than that. Because if you invest, you will not earn interest on it. So you should religiously open the PPF account first. Then you should religiously deposit every year 1.50 lakhs, which is the maximum limit, which is the cap of deposit in this account. Every year you should do. And there is additional provision in the PPF account scheme is, even after 15 years, you can extend it beyond 5 years. And you must keep extending this your PPF account beyond 5 years. Suppose you are at the age of 30, you opened a PPF account and religiously depositing every year 1.50 lakhs, and that too at the beginning of the financial year, every financial year. At the age of 55, at the age of 45, that is after 15 years from 30 years, you will have a corpus of around 43 lakhs in PPF account, taking present rate of interest, that is 7.10%. Then you should, then at the age of 45, again you extend for the 5 years. Again at the age of 50, you extended it second time. And again at the age of 55, you extended it at third time. And during this period from 45 to 60, you continue to deposit 1.50 lakhs every year in this PPF account. At the when you are at the age of 60, when you have opened account at 30, you have run that account for almost 30 years, depositing every year 1.50 lakhs. You will have a corpus of 1,78 lakhs. Have you not mesmerized? In the first year, in the first 15 years, the corpus was around 44 lakhs only. But next 15 years, it ballooned from 44 lakhs to 1.78 lakhs. How? Interest on interest, return on return, keep piling up. And the beauty of this scheme is there is no tax at all. Whatever you earn is interest. And again, interest on interest. It is exempt from income tax. That is one of the very rare schemes nowadays. Most of the investment products, return is taxable. But in PPF account, return is not taxable. One other account is also there. I will let afterwards. Second, where you can invest in, and I'm still with the government schemes only. Second, where you can invest is National Saving Certificate, NSC. I don't have time, so I will not go into the details of each and every scheme, just mentioning the name. If you are interested, you jot it down and get the details from Google and websites. Third one is where you can invest is Kisan Vikas Patra. Fourth one is RBI bonds. Reserve Bank also keep issuing bonds to you regularly. And the present rate of return on the RBI bonds is around 7.90%. But taxable. Then government securities are there where you can invest. Again, present return is around, yield is around 7.90% or so. Then PSUs have got, PSU also keep loan from all of you. That is by issuing debenture and bonds. So you can subscribe to those debenture and bond also. Then banks and post offices have got a few savings scheme which you can go into and then finalize the detail. All these schemes which I have just mentioned are of Government of India schemes. And the beauty of these schemes are there is no risk at all. Whatever government promises you, government will give you return. When the scheme matures, whatever your maturity amount, government will give you maturity amount at that or redeem you maturity amount at the time of closure of the account, at the time of completion of the tenure of the scheme. So in governmental scheme, there are no risk at all. No risk at all. And some people still like it very much. I do also. But it is not a 100% affair. It should not be 100% affair that only you are investing all your money in governmental schemes. Why? Because in governmental schemes, return are most reasonable. And one thing you must understand and always keep in mind, return is directly related to risk in the investment product. If there is no risk, return will broadly be most normal return. If there is a small risk, return will be little bit higher than the most normal return. When a product has got very high risk, then there is a probability, no guarantee at all. There is a probability that you will get higher return on it. But again, there is a probability. So what I want to tell you here is that you should you should put your money, which I have just mentioned earlier also. Some of your money should go to the governmental scheme. Some of your investment should go to the lower risk products. Some of your money should go to the high risk products. Because that will automatically average out your risk. That will automatically make your return average out. On both the counts, on risk averaging out and return averaging out, that can be done through diversification of assets. So beyond governmental scheme, there are other products also available in the market. And I want to tell you one thing. It is possible. I want to tell you one thing. That possibility is there. That if you go for high risk products, you might get a good return. So second category where you can think of investing is real estate and property. Everybody knows about the investment in real estate and property. I need not to elaborate here. The product available in the market, risk is there, but so is the return. Third category where you can invest is gold. And Indians have historically been Indians are still historically same. So I want Indians have been obsessed and passionate about gold. So what I want to tell you that historically Indians have been purchasing gold in physical form only, broadly purchasing jewelry. But my dear friends, it is a losing proposition. Please understand what I am saying. Suppose you purchase gold today, some gold jewelry, and if you want to resell it to the jeweler after 10, 15, 20 years, you will jeweler will simply deduct 30 to 40% making charges out of it. So that's a losing proposition. That is why Government of India has come out with a very unique gold scheme for all of you. Please note it down. Mr. Sabjar, just note down in the chat box also. The name of the scheme is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the Government of India. Very good scheme of the Government of India. Where Government of India will give you a certificate, not physical gold. And the tenure of the scheme is 8 years. You will have to deposit the gold price amount as per your convenience for 8 years. But in emergency, you can withdraw after 5 years. So gold prices are there. That is why I am telling you, please understand that the sovereign gold bond is a very good scheme of the Government of India. It has got tenure of 8 years. You can open the account in sovereign gold bond scheme online and offline both. You need not visit the bank where these schemes are operated. If you are doing net banking, then you can open the sovereign gold bond account through net banking itself. This scheme is not open all the time. In a stretch of 3-4 years, once only for 4 days, this scheme is operative. Lastly, it came on 16th of February. Till 18th of June, it had not come. Government had not yet announced. But it is likely that the government will soon announce that in the last week of June or July, this again new tranche of sovereign gold bond will come. Government of India is giving you 3 benefits. First benefit is 2.5% interest on the amount you deposited in this scheme. Annual interest. Suppose you invested 1 lakh rupees, then you will get 2,500 every year for next 8 years. Second bigger benefit is, suppose today the gold price is 7,000 per gram. And after 8 years, the gold price becomes 8,500. Then government will give you a refund at the rate of 8,500. So whatever appreciation in the gold price will also be shared with you. Additional 2.5% interest will be given to you. And thirdly, there will be literally no tax liability or very tax liability, because government has introduced indexation benefit under income tax in this scheme. It is a technical term, but it simply means that tax liability will be much, much, much less. So please do subscribe sovereign gold bond when it comes next time. Keep an eye in the newspaper clippings and TV ads. It is widely publicized. Lastly, where you can invest is in mutual funds, in share market. Directly investing in share market is a risky proposition. I want to tell you one thing. It's a very risky proposition. So what I want to tell you, that please understand investment in security market has got high risk, very high risk. But so is the return. Security market has given almost 15% return during last 30 years. No other product has given average return annual. Average I am talking about. Some year it might have given 30%. Some year it might have given 2%. Some year it might have been even negative. So average return has been 15% in security market, but directly investing in security market is a risky proposition, because it is purely a knowledge-based market. If you don't have knowledge of the market, never invest your hard-earned money in security market directly. But there is an indirect way of investing that is called mutual funds. And mutual funds simply is nothing but you are giving your money to some expert. You are not directly investing. Naturally, you will ask me why I should give my money. Because of the simple reason that those experts are the experts of the security market, which you are not. You don't have knowledge of the market that people have. Then you don't have time to manage your investments because you have got job, you have got family obligation. The people are for you for 24 hours only. And thirdly and lastly, what I want to tell you, you don't have experience of investing in security market. The people have experience of 15, 20, 25 years. So because of these three very vital reasons, most of the middle class, salary class person have started investing in mutual funds. You might have seen the data every month. Mind-boggling data are coming. Now, literally 20,000 crores per month is being invested by most middle class, salary class person through SIP in mutual funds. It was unthinkable before 5 or 10 years. But now it is a norm. And this is just the beginning. A day will come, I can tell you with confidence. A day will come in India very soon when 1 lakh crore of rupees will be invested by middle class, salary class person through SIP in mutual funds. Why? Because of late an awareness has become a norm in middle class, salary class person about in the context of mutual funds. And mutual fund is relatively a good product for the middle class, salary class person. And the best way of investing in mutual fund for the middle class, salary class person is through SIP, systematic investment plan. And my dear friend, SIP is nothing, but it is just like a recurring deposit which you might have made in post office or bank. Every month you are investing 200 rupees, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees. So just like a recurring account, it is called SIP in mutual funds. The minimum of SIP amount for earners is 500 rupees only. Those who are already earning, you can start an SIP with 500 rupees. But those who are students who have not yet started earning, the SIP amount SEBI has fixed is only 100 rupees, not more than that. Only 100 rupees you can invest. So what I want to tell you is, understand that you should start an SIP as early as possible, because now lakhs and lakhs of youngsters have started SIP. And it is not that people have started one SIP. No, I know a lot of my friends who have started more than one SIP, and every SIP is target oriented, goal oriented. One SIP for purchase of house after 5 years. One SIP for purchase of vehicle after 7 years. Third SIP for going on vacation with the family after 10 years. Fourth SIP for higher education of children happening after 25 years. You have already started accumulating money for higher education of your children. Then fifth SIP might be for marriage of the children. And last SIP might be for your retirement life. So you can have multiple SIPs. And now most of the middle class, salary class person who are earning well have started more than one SIP. And I just give you one example. You will be very happy to know that there is another way of another type of SIP available, that is called step-up SIP and top-up SIP. In flat SIP, you are investing a fixed amount every month, every year for next 10, 20, 40 years. But in step-up SIP or top-up SIP, every year you are increasing SIP amount. I just give an example which give a better idea. Suppose a person start an SIP of 10,000 rupees today and continue with the same amount for 25 years. Every month he is investing 10,000 rupees through SIP in mutual funds. for 25 years. After 25 years, taking a return of around 12% only, you will have a corpus of not less than 2 crore 25 lakhs. But suppose you are a wise enough, you are every year you are increasing SIP by 1,000. 10th, then your corpus will be around 3 point something crore. And if you are increasing your SIP every year by 10%, every year, after 25 years, you will have a corpus of more than 5 crore. So what I want to tell you, please think of starting SIP as early as you can. Continue it for the longer period. And you should not have one SIP, but a multiple SIP you can have. And for mutual fund or SIP to understand, and it is advisable, first to understand the concept of mutual fund, how risk is, what is risk is, how returns are generated, how returns are accumulated, how returns are replugged or reinvested, how SIP is opened and how SIP can be continued, what is the riskometer, all these things. I just sharing a name of one website, please note it down. And the name of the website is Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. This is the website of developed by the Amfi, Association of Mutual Funds India. It is authentic. It is without bias. It is only based on solid information and correct information. So Mutual Fund Sahi Hai is the name of the website. Please do visit the name of this website. Take your time, devote your time there. 1 month, 2 months, no hurry at all. Understand the concept of mutual fund. Understand the concept of return. Understand the concept of risk in mutual funds. Understand the concept of SIP. And after understanding all these things, you should start SIP, not in a great hurry, but before starting any SIP, you should be 100%. So SIP is a magic, what I want to tell you. SIP is a magic. And a time has come now that every Indian middle class, salary class person must have not one SIP, but more than one SIP for their targets in life. I don't have time, otherwise we could have more discussed mutual fund. Last 2 minutes, I will tell only 2-3 sentences. And the first and most important thing is, prosperity is your right, my dear friends. You have got right to be prosperous. And I again repeat, my definition of prosperity is very simple. I should have money when I need the money for my needs and desires in life. That is my prosperity. And that is my right. Every individual has got right to be prosper. But it is not luck, my dear friends. Prosperity is not your luck. Unfortunately, we Indians rely much on luck. But my view is very contra. Prosperity is not luck, it is your effort. If you make efforts, definitely you will get good money in your life and you will prosper. So make efforts. Who has stopped you? Who has forced you not to make efforts in saving and investment? It is your choice not to make investment. Change it. Start saving. Start investing. Be a regular investor for more than 5 years. You can expect mutual fund refund in maximum in 3 days. And now you can get refund in maybe next day or second day, maximum in 3 days. So there may be one or two participants in this seminar. Of course, they should not be, but suppose 1 or 2% are there who have got wrong thinking. I'm using the word wrong thinking, that they are from poor families. They are not from rich families. I want to tell them very bluntly, birth in a poor family can, yes, my dear, in a poor family, birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. But living as poor and die as poor is a curse when we all can avoid. So you all can be prosper. You all can have reasonable money in your life to enjoy your life. You all can have money in your life for taking care of your milestones and for your desires. So please think sincerely that you can have it, and wish you all the best for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening session. Uh, Thank you for enlightening me personally to be smarter in investments. I would like the participants, especially from the part of students, to kindly pose your questions. And if you would like clarification on any of your doubts, dear students or faculty, any participant who's here, please, this is your opportunity to interact with sir.
I appreciate it.
Any questions from part of the students or
I appreciate that.
any other participants? You can even post your questions in the chat box. Yep. There's a question from Madam B. Marmanyang,
Yeah.
faculty of the college. The question is, what is SIP? What is SIP? Sir, kindly address the question.
Ma'am, I have just mentioned SIP is depositing some amount every month with a mutual fund under a particular scheme. It is just like a recurring account which you might have opened with a bank and post offices. So SIP is just like a recurring account. Simple. And you need not go to the bank, you need not go to the mutual fund office. Everything is available online. That's why I am requesting all of you, please visit website Mutual Fund Sahi Hai. All your queries with regard to mutual funds, answers are there.
Okay, thank you, sir. The next question is from N. Bharatwaj. The question is, how do we analyze fund offering in mutual funds?
Basic, I think there are two criteria. The first criteria is what you expect of the mutual fund scheme. The second one is what is the risk involved in that particular scheme. Because there are schemes in the mutual fund which has got very low risk, but there are other schemes which has got very high risk. So you have to take a call according to your risk appetite. In equity fund, just for example, I am saying you, in equity fund scheme, the risk is very high, but the returns are very high. So if you are in a position to take risk, go for the equity fund. But suppose somebody says, I am risk averse, I don't want to take any risk, then debt fund schemes are there. In debt fund schemes, your money will be given as a loan to the corporates, and that too high rated corporates. So the risk is very low, but the return will not be as high as in equity funds. Mind it. So it is your choice which fund you want to go into, and that will be dependent upon your risk appetite and your time horizon of investment.
Okay, the next question is from Dr. Surinder Kumar Miglani. The question is, how do we start SIP?
Yes, very right question. Very right and very good question rather. I will request Mr. Miglani, go to the mutual fund Sahi Hai, and you will get answer there. And otherwise also it is very simple. If you are tax savvy, you can start an SIP online. Select the mutual fund company, select the scheme, go to the website of the mutual fund company, select the scheme, give the details which they want from you, and then everything will flow. They will start getting information from you, and a stage will come when you will be successful in starting SIP. And once you start every month, it is your choice which date you want to take or your SIP every month. Some people, suppose you are getting salary on 1st, so you may start SIP on 5th of every month, or 10th or 5th, whatever date you decide. On date you have decided, a request will come from mutual fund company to your bank manager, your where you have a bank account, for debiting your account of that amount. And the only precondition is that you should have bank balance in your bank, so that that amount can be withdrawn from your bank and it can be invested in mutual fund through SIP. And by evening you will get a message that this much of your amount has been invested in this scheme, and this is the number of units which has been purchased out of your this current investment. So it is a very systematic manner, because a mutual fund, I again repeat, is a very lengthy subject. And sir, if you are interested, next time we can have a dedicated session on mutual fund for 2 hours. There I can share a lot of things on mutual fund as well.
Thank you, sir. I guess the next question is from a student of this college. The question is, how can we manage the expenditure and savings? What's the best solution?
Mindset. Only solution is your mindset. And that has, you have to take a call. Honestly, these are psychological issues. Some people are prone to spend unnecessarily. And some people are so miser, they will not spend even for needs. So basically, this question relates to psychological mindset of an individual. But broadly speaking, you should save as much as you can comfortably when you are young, when you don't have much liability. Because after, sir, you will appreciate that after 30, 35, when kids are grown up, a lot of things will keep happening in your life for which you will need money. So your saving might be diminished, might not be of that. So start saving as much as you can in the first year of your career. That is the best advice I can give you.
Besides the questions, we also have compliments and comments from participants here. And this is a comment from Pradeep Sarkar. This is what he says. He says, it's a very nice session. I'm glad we all enjoyed. It is very interesting. And thank you for your wonderful work, sir.
Thank you very much, not to him, but to all of you.
Of course, we're not done with the interactive session. We still have a question from Dr. Miglani again.
Yeah.
The question is, can we start it without DEMAT account?
Yes. Demat account. Yes, Mr. Miglani, you are very good question again. You can start SIP without having a Demat account. It is not mandatory for mutual fund investment to have a Demat account. If you want, you can keep your mutual fund units in Demat. That option is available. But you can start SIP even without having a Demat account.
Of course, we also have questions on how do we become millionaires. Of course, the whole session has explained to us how do we become crorepati first. Are there different kinds of mutual funds? What are some of the good mutual funds that we can invest? This is a question from Mankit Langsware.
My dear friend, yes, I appreciate your question, but that's why I told you, sir, if you give me mutual time next time, we will discuss in detail about mutual fund schemes as well. Categories of mutual fund scheme. Broadly, there are 3 categories in mutual fund scheme. One is equity fund, where your money will be invested into the equity share of the listed companies. Risk is very high, but so is the reward. there is a probability that you can get high reward. Second is debt fund. In debt fund, your money will not be invested into equity shares of the company. It will be given as a loan to the corporates. In debt fund, the risk is relatively lesser as compared to equity fund. But here again, return will also be lower as compared to equity fund. And third category is hybrid fund, where some portion of your money will go to the equity and some portion of your money will go to the debt fund. So you are balancing your risk, but at the same time, you are aspiring for a little bit high rate. So again, I tell you, for youngsters, those who are below 40, they should, bulk of their investment should be in equity. When you cross 45, you should start shifting your investment from equity to hybrid funds. When you cross 50 or when you are near 60, 90% of your investment should be shifted to debt fund and 10% can be hybrid fund or in equity fund as per your risk appetite.
More compliments coming in, sir. Aditya Kumar, this is a very nice session, he says. Mohan Patil, excellent session. And Joseph, thank you very much, sir, for your valuable information and suggestions. Now, again, another question from Dr. Miglani. Which of the mutual fund is beneficial, open-ended, or close-ended?
Both have got their characteristics. Open-ended simply means at any time you can start investing and any time you can withdraw. In close-ended, once you invest, there is a period. Normally it is 3 years, sometimes even more than that. During which period you can't withdraw your money. So open-ended, anytime you can invest and anytime you can withdraw. In open-ended funds, there is a blocking period. There is a period, normally it is 3 years. During that period, you can't withdraw. So in close-ended funds, fund manager has got more maneuverability, more comfortable in taking risks for next 3 years. Because in open-ended funds, he knows that people can withdraw at any point of time. But in close-ended funds, he's assured that investors will not withdraw their money in the next 3 years. So he can invest your money in a more prudent and more productive way.
Thank you, sir. I would like to read out more compliments given here. Mahima Sinha, nice session. Thank you, sir. Nisha Rawat, thank you, sir. Dr. Sujatha, excellent session, sir. Payal, thank you, sir.
Sir, I just want to tell you, all of you, particularly those who have complimented my session, sincere and real thank will come only when they start investing.
Good suggestion again. We've come to the close of this webinar, but before we close the curtains, I request the convener of this webinar, Madam D. Lingdor, to give the vote of thanks on behalf of the principal and the college as a whole. Madam.
Sir, it has been an honor to be a part of this webinar. I would like to extend my appreciation and gratitude to the Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI, for organizing and initiating this webinar in collaboration with our Department of Economics, and Khasi College. My sincere thank you goes to Sir Suryakant Sharma. Thank you so much, sir, for educating and sensitizing us on the financial empowerment through wealth creation. I'm also immensely thankful to our principal, Sir W.B. Rinja, for his support and encouragement. My heartfelt gratitude also goes to Sir Sabsar Ahmed, the coordinator of AMFI, for helping us in conducting this webinar. A big thank you to my colleagues, Sir Dhiren Tathyang, Sir S.R. Thank you, Sir K. Suting, Sir M. Slong, Sir P. Kharwanlang, the Department of Economics, Sir A. Mazumdar, Sir R. Maulong, Sir K. Kharbudon, and Ms. I. Jana for their unwavering support. And finally, I would like to thank the faculty and students from other institutions and also the teaching and non-teaching staff, as well as the students of Seng Khasi College. Thank you so much for participating in today's webinar. Thank you so much, sir.
I, on my behalf and on behalf of Amfi, I am also thankful to all of you for giving me opportunity to be with you today. And this is just the beginning, sir. And I just want to mention you that we have identified Meghalaya as a target state for this year. We will be having hundreds of programs across Meghalaya in all university, in all colleges, all institutions, government departments. And the purpose is very simple, just to encourage people to be an investor. Because prosperity of individual will come only through investor. So I am thankful to all of you. Of course, special thank goes to Mr. Sabjar for organizing this program with you, and to all the participants for sparing their time to be with me. And I again repeat, sir, the same words. I don't want any compliments. I want only investor to grow, number of investor to grow, and that too from Meghalaya.
Thank you, sir. I request the host of this program to kindly share the Google form link, the feedback form in the WhatsApp group so that the participants can send their feedback. Thank you very much, dear participants. Thank you very much. We hope we will meet again, though virtually, we hope we will meet again. Thank you very much. The session is over.